welcome back. I hope everyone is having a great day. As always, it seems like a lifetime since I put up an upload. We've been insanely busy with two new kittens, which are running around right now, probably tearing up my curtains. So, for all you guys that have cats, especially kittens, you know where I'm coming from. So, for the lack of uploads, I do apologize, but today we're going to be talking about the P365X macro with the built-in compensator, and all firearms have been cleared. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Jeff, and this is where I share all my passions with you guys. Anything from my watch collection, my passion for firearms, obviously, and my passion for cars. I have a 2020 Shelby GT500 on the channel if you'd like to check it out, and a small watch collection. Latest purchase is the Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. Pretty nice watch. Having said all that, let's dive into this P365X macro, and let's see if I'm going to put this into my rotation for CCW. And I know it's kind of like the Glock of all firearms at this point. It's starting to be, right? Every time we turn around there's a new Glock. I think the P365, it's getting towards that, right? Every time we turn around there is a new iteration. If you guys are into watches, kind of like the Omega Speedmaster, there's a lot of them. What makes this one special, and what makes this one possibly a great option for concealed carry? That's what we're going to dive into. So having said all that, I have to disclose, per YouTube's guidance, all firearms on this channel have been purchased by myself, including the ammunition. I have no financial gain with any companies on this channel whatsoever. But if anybody would like to sponsor this channel, that would be great. All jokes aside, let's dive into this P365X macro, and let's get the first impressions, and let's see what this gun is all about. Understandably, it's already been out for a little bit, but I like to wait for all the hype to calm down before I decide what I want to purchase for myself and introduce to you guys. So let's dive into it. Oh, and if you do, don't mind, like, share, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. It does help the channel. So let's dive into this P365X macro comp, and let's see what all the hype is about. So I'm hoping this will be my next rotation, or option for rotation in my CCW. As you can see, I have the SIG M18X, I have the CZ Shadow 2 Compact, and I have the Glock 45 MOS. Those are currently in my rotation. So after about 1,000 rounds, hopefully in the future with this gun, this will become my primary. The M18X, to be honest with you, I just bought this pretty much for an added collection. This is not something I'm going to carry too much. It's just a little bit too bulky for me. Excellent gun, no jams currently whatsoever. The CZ Shadow 2 Compact, obviously a completely different price point, steel frame. This is excellent option. A little bit of training will come into play if you're not used to the weight, if you're coming from a polymer. So the weight, for me, is not something that I enjoy after about 10 hours of carrying. You can feel it. Is it a big deal? Absolutely not. But with summertime coming up, I wanted something with the same, if not more, capacity as far as a mag. I wanted something more lighter, and or at least lighter, and you know, it would be a better option for me. So hence is the reason why we're checking this out. But tried and true, I always go back to my Glock 45 MOS, and of course all these firearms have been cleared. I'm still carrying this firearm as we speak. It's lighter. It feels more comfortable while I'm carrying this for about 10 hours than my CZ Shadow 2 Compact. And comfortability after you've been carrying for a while, after, you know, obviously you put down 1,000 rounds or more, at least for me, and your gun's reliable, is key. So back to the P365X macro, we're going to start from our top and work our way down. They incorporated a comp in the upper assembly of this P365. Now, I had the original P365 love-hate relationship. I had a lot of primary drags on the casing with that gun. So guys, let me know if you guys experience any primary or primer drags with this particular gun or not. And as I stated before, there's so many iterations of this. I would assume it's been fixed. Haven't shot this yet. We will find out. So with the built-in comp, it should be shooting a little bit flatter than the standard P365. It's a big deal. Absolutely not. This comes down to training. With any firearm of that size, it's going to be a little snappy, which is completely expected. So working our way up, we have an option for a macro red dot. As you can see, I don't mind red dots. I prefer iron sights if possible, but I train with both just to get the experience, as I think everyone should, in my opinion. So working our way to the sights, the rear is blacked out. These are their night sights, and look at that green front post. I love the sights on these P365s. Absolutely love them. So this is their X-ray 3 sights, and obviously with the tritium in the rear, these are going to glow in the dark. I think these are excellent sights. I love it when SIG put these on. So they're day and night sights. You'll be able to pick up that front post pretty easy in the daylight, depending on your eyesight. And obviously at nighttime, the rear sights are going to light up. So working our way down to the lower assembly trigger guard on this. Very good purchase. I love how they have this cut out. They even have this cut out for your thumbs as well. So higher on the beaver tail as you should. And it should be a very nice, yeah, it just feels really good in the grip. It looks like they thought of everything. They've even smoothed this out slightly. So when you put your thumbs forward, at least for me, it just feels really good. I'm not riding a slide, and I'm not riding a slide to release either, which I really do appreciate them doing that. So looking at the grip, the stippling is not too crazy, but the key to this gun is going to be the mag. So when I compare this to the Glock 45 MOS, as you can see, what a big difference, right? Much thinner, much thicker. Overall package. Love it. But the key is, this holds the same amount of rounds. So 17 and 17. So 17 in the mag and 1 in the chamber is pretty excellent as far as amount of rounds you can carry. I think that's a great choice for how they designed this. Now, to my knowledge, this gun is based upon the design of the mag, which makes it a little bit different than everybody else. So taking a closer look at the mag, as you can see a big difference between the SIG on the left-hand side and the Glock 45 MOS on the right-hand side. It is pretty interesting to see how SIG designed this mag. As you can tell on the top of the mag, it is a lot more narrow compared to the Glock. And this is the key. This is the key of the design of the P365X macro. To my knowledge, it's all based around this mag. So you're looking at 17 plus 1, 1 in the chamber, 17 in the mag for both of these. And it is pretty clear how much thinner this mag is. And as you can tell, for the last round, they made it a single towards the bottom versus the design of the Glock. I just found that pretty amazing. Yeah, this is the key of the design. So working our way to the trigger, it's going to be roughly about a 4.5 pound pull. There's your take up, no grittiness. Feels pretty good. And here is your break. Nice and audible. There's your wall. It might be a 5 pound pull. And I tell you, once you hit that, the wall is right there. Feels good. Nice and audible. I like that. The trigger feels really well. Now, how is it going to shoot? I don't know yet. So if you guys know, if you guys have any experience with this gun shooting it so far, any problems, let me know. Please drop a comment. And it comes with a standard 1913 rail. That is something I appreciate. Some of these firearms don't even have a 1913 rail. They have one slot, and then they have a proprietary light, which I think SIG did that before on some of their firearms. And some of them are just not true to spec as far as the 1913, which you'll start having problems when you start selecting your particular light. So, but taking another look at the overall package of this gun, I really do like it. Now, if you look at the overall length and size of the Shadow 2 compact, it's pretty close, right? Pretty close in length. This is a 3-inch barrel. This is a 4-inch. This is going to look a little bigger only because of the comp. So this is still a 3-inch barrel, something for you to keep in mind. But in my opinion, so far, it's an excellent option so far. Mag release does not protrude too much at all. I mean, it's right there, pretty easy to get. So price point, you know, these are going to be, I think, between $700 and $800, somewhere around there. Obviously, these guns are a lot different price point, right? More comparable to Glock 45 MOS, which is going to be a little bit cheaper, but that's your price point currently. So guys, this is my first impressions of the P365X macro. Let me know what you think and what your experiences are. I'm really curious to know what everybody else's experiences are with this gun, especially with the primer drags, which were cursing the previous P365s. I know a lot of people are carrying this gun along with all the other iterations of the P365, and they're loving it from what I can see. But right now, my tried and true is going to be the Glock 45 MOS, and on occasion I do go back to my CZ Shadow 2 Compact. I am not carrying the M18X. Nothing wrong with this gun. It is an amazing gun. And obviously these are more for range, full size, competition use, or could be used for competition use. I'm not competing right now. So that's what these are used for. So anyway, guys, let me know, and you enjoy your day. Like, share, subscribe. Give me a huge thumbs up. I appreciate it, and I'll see you at the next one.